Boy, I didn't even move and there's another plaque. Hey y'all, this is Night Star Entertainment bringing you more West of Loathing. You know it's been a while and we're just out here having a wonderful 2020, but I thought I'd come back to what we were playing, which is, I have no idea, it's been a long time. Wandering Salaries. Okay, so we can buy a whole bunch of stuff. You know, 2 needles. Yeah, let's buy those. Do we already have a pickaxe? Because I don't want to buy another one. Sometimes I just buy stuff. Got a lock, so we don't need to buy one of those. How much stuff do we have? I wish we can, like, yeah, organize it A to Z. That should help me out just a bit. So we don't have a pickaxe, it seems. But that's like for 1,000 meat, and I don't know if I want that. An option to mine in certain places. I don't know if it's worth it. A fungicide bomb. Do we have any of those? No? You know, I think that's worth buying. Apple, a bar of soap. Alright. A carrot does sound pretty nice. Yeah, buy that. Other than that, do we... What kind of boots? Do we have shoes? I don't think it's that important. Let's go out. So let's go to the map. Figure out what we're supposed to be doing. We can go to the Humming Cave. As the trail curves through a patch of marshy ground, you catch a whiff of something worse than swamp gas. It's a stank above. A cow skull floating in a cloud of noxious vapors, and it saw you even before you smelled it. Yeah, fight it. Why not? Why not? It's on fire, it seems? Oh, see, it doesn't do much to that one. It seems like the melee action is the best. Hold on. This, well, man, I only have so many. It has 6, oh, we might need to use that, honestly. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything better. Yeah, fire it up. So that will do it. And then we'll hit it for this amount. Alright. So, do it. If it even works. Alright, so it's done for 1 round. Cool. Oh! Cow fangs, a brass bull ring, and she carves another stalk in her notch in her stalk of her right. Yo. So, see what's in here. Weirdly organized rocks. I wonder if there's something you're supposed to do here. I don't try it. Yo. You know what? Sometimes it just is a good idea to... What is that thing? Absolutely. Whoa! Whoa, what in the world is bright? What is this? The monolith is dark. A weird device. You got a strange stone arrow. Looks like there was a huge cave-in at some point. This looks dangerous. I feel like we need some more information about this before we really start doing anything with it. But for right now, we escaped a fight. which is okay, I guess. Yeah. So, let's wander around, see if we can find something else. Ah! The strange stone arrow you just found starts going crazy, beeping and booping, whirling around of its own accord. It practically drags you in the direction of a strange, decrepit-looking house. You discovered a new map location, the professor's house. You know what? Let's check out the house. Whoa, it's all the way down there. Alright, we're going on an adventure today. The beeping machine leads you to a ramshackled house in the middle of the desert. Let's see. I can't harvest anything. I don't know why I don't have orchards, but it's a thing. You know what? It's a bookshelf. These books are so boring, it's a wonder the shelf isn't full of holes. Ha, that was funny. This appears to be an extremely powerful magnifying mirror. Basically an inside-out microscope. Check yourself. The microscopic mice that live in your eyelashes seem to be getting along just fine. You gain a 5 experience. The pencil isn't in good repair. Flush it. Yay! I don't see why we did that, but sure. A map annotated with circles and lines. I don't know why my brain farted there. Oh, what's this? The device doesn't seem to be operational unless its function is to do nothing. This dresser contains 10 instances of the exact same shirt and 20 identical socks. Well, that's boring. Doesn't look like this guy sleeps very much. Okay. These books are all about concepts too advanced for you to even recognize. Alright. Excuse me, my name's Nightstar. What? Oh, I didn't notice you come in. I'm not used to visitors, but folks generally call me the professor. Is there something I can do for you? Well, I found this beeping gizmo, and I sort of followed the beeping, and it led me here. Well, I certainly led you to the right place, young lady. This is El Vibrato Technology, and I happen to be as much an expert as anyone alive today. El what now? El Vibrato. They were an ancient race that lived here long before humans. Well, they were mostly lived underground, so they might still be living as far as I know. Never seen a peep of an actual person, though, just the machines they left behind. Were they space aliens? Could be aliens, or a genius pre-human, or an entirely different terrestrial evolutionary line. At this stage of investigation, it's impossible to say, isn't it exciting? Here, let me have a closer look at your beeping gizmo. Yeah, we'll give him the device. Aha! As I suspected, this is one of their transponders. It detects other El Vibrato technology and homes in, you see. That'll be why it led you here. I've got a thing I've been trying to repair. He tinks around with the transponder for a bit and then plugs a strange stone marble into a socket on it. There you go, good as new. Just swipe up or down to turn it on or off. You got an item. El Vibrato transponder. Swipe? Now, I gotta warn you, this device will lead you to an abandoned El Vibrato technology, but it might also attract unwanted attention. From what, my dude? From the El Vibrato technology. You'll see what I mean, just be careful. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, you arrived at a perfect time. In order to get anywhere further with my research, I need some more samples of El Vibrato tech. But searching for it eats up all the time I could be using to research it. I get you. Right, you're the adventurer of some type. So bring me back whatever devices you find, and if I can get them up and running, that'll be benefit both of us. Alright, deal. Great, first priority will be to get my keystone fabricator running. They lock their doors and things with these little stone alloy blocks, see? So we can make our own. That'll open a lot of doors for us, literally and figuratively. Alright, what do we need? The components aren't rare, at least as far as priceless ancient artifacts technological. As far as priceless ancient technology goes. Bring me, about 5 handfuls of scrap. I should be able to salvage the last parts I need from that much. Roger that, sir. Alright, so it seems like we got a whole nother mission. What is that? Examine it. The person show you how to turn this thing off. Do you want to shut it down? Nah, we'll leave it on. Does anything do? Alright. Let's go to the map. rescue mission for all dead. What are we supposed to be doing? Just running around. I wonder if there's anything back in that cave. Now that we have some stuff. I know the old man said he needs scraps, but you know what? I get a little dazed sometimes. I know we are not slithering like this, but alright. Still nothing? The monolith is dark. Alright, so that didn't do much of anything. Did we really not go over here? Let's just go on an adventure, I see. You happen across an abandoned crate, which apparently fell off a wagon or something since the lid has been knocked loose. You know what that means? It's mine, all mine. You fish through the crate and help yourself to the contents, which appear to be mining gear, so you were even more right than you knew. You got thermos, dynamite, and a can of kerosene. Sweet. Now we out here trying to figure out what else we can do. What's in here? There's a plaque bolted to the cave wall here. Read it. A record of the events of the expedition to and into Shaggy Dog Cave, November 1887, as recorded by Jim Plaque. Alright. Having acquired through various and sundry means a store which is interesting in its own right, but better saved for another time, a map purporting to lead to a large cache of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Cole Jr. in the years before the cows came home. I, Jim Plaque, along with 3 compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wyman, Cyrus Howard, and Douglas Watts, set out to find Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. Alright. He really took the time to put all these up here. Our equipment and provisions consisted of 1 cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade, and a mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware. My own collection of... This got really loud really quick. Of blank plaques and engraving tools, 1 large Shaggy Dog and buttfors. Alright, that should adjust some of the music because that was a little loud for me, Levin. What the hell is a buttfors? After traveling for 2.5 days to the south and east, we arrived at a small town named Darkwater, the largest settlement in the vicinity of Shaggy Dog Cave. Leaving the dog to watch the horses, the 4 of us entered the local saloon and each ordered a beer, except Si, who was satisfied with water. Okay, but like, what's the meaning of this, my boy? The barman provided our drinks as requested and then withdrew a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking us if we cared to witness something real interesting. Considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked him if he knew the way to Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there personally, but gave us rough directions, which correlated nicely with the notes on our map. Alright. Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered to our dismay that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon. Fortunately, the only supplies missing were the buttfors and the entire basket of eggs, apart from one that Douglas had concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. Who keeps an egg in their pocket? Like, okay, never mind. We also discovered that the dog had absconded with 1 of the horses, forcing Nate and Si, after a drawing lot, to share. After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip as well as a replacement buttfors, hold up, I'm gonna look this up because this is ridiculous. What is a buttfors? There's certain things in the world that you need to know, and I think a buttfors is pretty much on the top of the list of 2020 knowledge. Buttfors. Alright. Apparently, it's an old-timey contraption of butter forehand. A forehand being a small wooden barrel made airtight with a thick layer of varnish used to keep perishable foods like freshly churned butter from going bad on long journeys. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, sure. So yeah, get yourself a buttfor for your perishable goods. Might be useful in 2020. Anyways, I don't remember where I left off. We headed out into the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, though we took small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable had we made this expedition during the summer months rather than November, in order to pass the time on the trip and resist becoming dazed from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages. We exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. You know what? You've already... Boy, I didn't even move and there's another plaque. How many plaques? Walk away. How many more plaques? How many more plaques? Are we done yet? So I already walked past 4, 5, 6, my dude, 7, 8, a completely empty one. Alright. So obviously they must have found something. But that was a little much and I wasn't gonna read all that. Not gonna lie. Like, I love reading too. It's just like, my dude. If there's no loot at the end of the tunnel, like, there's no point. And why am I walking the entire way? Speaking of a waste of time, let's go to Button Willow's store. 'Cause why not? Alright. It just says store. And, I don't blame him for it. Alright, let's see. The woman behind the counter stares at you with a huge grin on her face. She gestures at the goods she's got for sale. Take a look. Advanced Beancraft. You have one of these. This is a cookbook. A special book. Alright. Cheap can of oil, cheap wine, all these cheap... Desert eating and drinking gives you the fortune skill. Absolutely necessary. We don't have a whole bunch of stuff to actually give. Sell that. Brown boots, blackened beans. Well, that should be it for that. So now that we're in here, let's learn some foraging. Nice. Unfortunately, while practicing your techniques, you accidentally squeeze the book into book juice, which it turns out isn't a real thing. Well, that is disappointing. I mean, I've always wanted to try book juice. What's this? For your gear, consumables, combat items, potions, your booze, your food, other stuff. Alright. Other stuff. I feel like, there it is. Read it. There's a recipe for a wall-shaped pile of beans that looks pretty interesting. Gives bean wall a spell that will create a wall of beans that provides cover from ranged attacks. It includes a chapter about making human-sized or larger automatrons and binding them to your will to help with kitchen tasks. Gives bean golem a combat skills which summons a powerful golem to fight for you. There's a list of meditation techniques to help you concentrate while cooking and or fighting. Gives use the old bean, a skill that temporarily increases your mysticality during a fight. Bean golem. You practice making surface out of beans until you're pretty good at it. Unfortunately, one of your earlier experience gets a little rowdy and eats the book. Bad golem. You know what? That's word. Alright, so maybe we'll just, let's learn another one of that Advanced Beancraft Volume C2. Alright, so let's go ahead and give that a read. There's a list of meditation techniques to help you, well, I'm pretty sure that is. There's a recipe for bean wall, there's an article about butter, and an article about beans, and the juxtaposition gives you an idea. Gives Butterbean a spell that reduces an opponent's muscle, moxie, and mysticality and moxie. So that seems like a very nice skill. I mean, I can either increase myself. Bean wall gives kind of a shelter for range attacks, and sometimes that sounds pretty good. But if I'm going to do reduces opponent's muscle, mysticality, and moxie, that's really good for lowering people's defenses. So I think I'm gonna do the butter bean. You study the combination of beans and butter until you've mastered every aspect of it. Unfortunately, a lot of butter got splattered onto the book while you were practicing, and now it's totally illegible. What did I say? It doesn't matter. Never mind. Words are hard today for some odd reason. So, there we go. And I think this is also where I'll end the episode. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. If you want to stay on the up and up on everything we do on the channel, hit that notification bell and let it ring across the nation. If it's your birthday, you know what to do. Celebrate yourself. Have a cut of cake, piece of cake. Have a little drink if you have age. If it is not your birthday, you know what to do. Live it up anyway. Because tomorrow isn't promised. So, you gotta live the best you can. And what can I say other than peace?